Hello, I'm Jim Minott. I'm the principal of the James Otis Kaler School here in South Portland. And I'd like to invite you to come into our school with us and have a walk through our school to see the fun and educational programs that we offer for the children here at the Kaler neighborhood. The James Taylor School is located on 165 Kelsey Street, which is right off Broadway. The building itself was built in 1929, and it was dedicated to James Otis Kaler, who was once a superintendent of South Portland and Cape Elizabeth. James Otis Kaler had a big conviction and strong conviction for the education of the young children. Mr. Kaler was also an author in his own right. He wrote many books for children, and we have a room over in our public library dedicated just to Mr. Kaler. One of Mr. Kaler's famous books is the book Toby Tyler, and when he was writing, he wrote underneath the name of James Otis. We share here at the Kaler School the same convictions that Mr. Kaler had about education and the education of our youth. And as you come through the school, you'll notice that times have changed a little bit since the day when the school was built. Gone are the rigid chairs that have been bolted to the floor, and gone also are many of the leaders who are now working in our public schools today and in our public businesses today. And what you'll see as you come through the school is children who are working together, children who are down on carpets and having a good time at the same time that they're learning. We believe that children should also have fun at the same time that they are learning. I'd like to invite you to come into our school with us today and see some of the fun things that we're doing with our children right here in South Portland. Let's take a walk down the hall and see some of the fun things that the children are doing in the kindergarten room.
Go ahead. Are you watching me? Never mind them. You've seen them before. No, you see them again. I'm going to make a big rainbow. Watch this. I'm going to make a great big rainbow like that. And then I'm going to make a little rainbow inside of it like that. Okay? And then I'm going to cut it out. Now this will give me a different kind of a hat. Okay, I'm putting right along there. And then right along there again. You notice how my hand is turning the paper when I'm cutting? And that makes it a lot easier. Instead of taking this hand and turning it around, it's much easier doing it this way. Okay, now I'm going to take these two together and I'm going to shape them. And look what's going to happen now. Okay, look at this. If we wanted to put a feather on it, you could have a big one like Hollywood. If we wanted to put flowers, okay. If you want to put flowers on it or something, or ribbons, you could have a really good bonnet. Okay? So there's all kinds of things that you can do. You can do an Indian kind of one. You can do a crown kind of one, or you can leave it straight and put suns and moons and stars or birds or fish or something on it. Or you can put polka dots or stripes or anything. What, ready to this? Comes with a trouble.
I can't cut this, Mrs. Evans.
Hey, what do you need? Now, are you going to show that to your teacher now? Okay. Well, let's get it.
Oh, that is lovely.
Look at the patch on this.
Kindergartners are full of creativity, and here are some of the drawings that they've been doing that tie in with the letters that they've learned in their daily work. Each one of them, you'll see, is just a little bit different, and they each have their own brand of individual aspects to each one of them. And now we're down into the first grade room of Mrs. Link, and Mrs. Link's going to be reading with the children. Children love to sit and listen to the teacher read, and it's great for the children to develop their reading also.
Goodness, how bad is this little bird. Just look at the sky. Little bird flew over to Bear's window. Why, it's a rainbow, said the little bird. Come on, let's go find a pot of gold. Pot of gold, said Bear. What are you talking about? Don't you know, replied the little bird, there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Oh, nonsense, said Bear. The sky is on fire, and all you can talk about is gold. And he picked up an empty honey pot and ran outside. Bear went to the tree.
And now we're in Miss Pino's classroom, and as you look around, notice all of the different activities that the children are engaged in. Our next class is Mrs. Letourneau's second grade. We can listen in on some of the reading that she's doing with her children. They've all written their own stories, and we'll be listening to some of them. In the background, you see children at the same time engaged in many different learning activities.
When I got to the bottom, it was so dark, I forgot that I had a flashlight. Suddenly, I felt something crawling on my leg. I screamed out, but it was no use. Then I saw it move. I said it might be a way out. I started in, and I saw two tunnels. I went through the first tunnel and came to a door. I opened the door, and I was out of the hole. Yeah.
That's excellent. You did a fantastic job writing that story all on your own. The Deep Dark Hole. That's an excellent title also. You did a super job. You might even want to draw a picture to go along with that and illustrate your story.
Let's see what's going on inside Mrs. Weller's third grade classroom.
How were you downstairs in the house? How could the silver dust be used? By putting some underneath the hat and then getting it in. It's supposedly has I put the hat in the and find a giant book and giant beard.
How did Timothy find his father?
A quiet corner is an excellent place to be sure to catch up on a little bit of studying.
It is now summer in Antarctica. In summer, it is not like summer where you live. During summer in Antarctica, the scientists
Let's see now what some of the things are that are going on in Mrs. Toll's fourth grade classroom.
Another scientist discovered recently, scientists have been studying stars nearby whale stars. Scientists discovered that seals made 42 sounds. Seals that live in different parts of Antarctica made different sounds. 70 million years ago. This is the first lakes to help them understand Earth better. Scientists have been studying strange noises called whiskers. Lightning that strikes as far away as Candace and sound waves through the air that clowns call themselves.
Let's take a few minutes and walk into the fifth grade classroom and listen to Mrs. Faya's music class. The library should be the educational heart of any school building. This is our library right here at the Kaler School, and children come down here at least one period a day. Many of them do research, and they all choose books that they love to read. Every week, these children here are having fun downstairs and at the same time learning soccer skills. Students benefit from many guest speakers, and here is Gordon Corbett, Maine's teacher in studies.
What is your special project? And this other person said, well, I'm going to do something with blood cells and separation of white blood cells and all that. I thought, oh boy, this is their project. That sounds a lot better than mine. I didn't want to tell them I was going to bring my yoga. He said, and then she said, the other teacher said, what's your project going to be? And he said, well, I'm doing something with the demineralization and decalcification of bone marrow. And I thought, oh, goodness, listen to what he's saying. I hope you don't ask me what I'm going to do. And they didn't. She said to me, she says, what are you going to do if you go? And I had to say, I'm going to take my yo-yo with me. And she said, what? And I said, well, I'm not taking my yo-yo up there with me. And she said, I still didn't hear you. And finally I had to say, I'm going to take my yo-yo. And you know what they said? I was going to take my yo-yo up in space. But then, boys and girls, something very exciting happened. The man who was our instructor that morning came in and he said, boys and girls, not boys and girls, he said, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special tape here, brand new. It's just come out from Space Shuttle Discovery. You're going to be the first audience to see it. And I sat up and I said, this is going to be exciting. And they said, on this special project, they have a special TOYS project. And all us teachers looked at each other and they said, what's TOYS stand for? We kept scratching our heads and all that. And I bet you know what TOYS is.
Water.
T-O-Y-S. You got it. So they have a whole box of toys in this little box. You're going to see it up here on the screen. Now remember, everything in space floats. You're going to see people playing marbles in space, and the marbles float. You're going to see ball and jack. So the ball and jack float. You're going to see a little gyro. It's going to float. Can you imagine trying to play with your toys if they wouldn't stay where they're supposed to stay? Everything just floats. Watch these people, and then you're going to see something kind of exciting, but especially exciting to me because you're going to see a yo-yo up there too. They took the yo-yo in space. Here we go.
What are you doing over there?
Trying to cook eggs.
Doing a fine job. What kind are they going to be?
Keep the oval with middle broken.
Excellent. Part of our working with nutrition with the children, the Hot Lunch program donated money for each classroom to put on a breakfast. Here the kids are cooking eggs McSailors. What are you eating?
How does it look like?
Well, I'm asking you so you can tell the camera.
An egg McHale.
How is it? How do you like it, Ryan?
Good.
Good, Jason? children's most favorite places at school is out on our playground. And we have plenty of room for the children to run, play, swing, and have a lot of fun. What's your favorite thing about Kaler School?
The teachers and the principal.
What do you like best about the teachers?
They're fun, and they give us games to work on and all that.
What's your favorite thing to do in school?
Math.
Math? What do you like best about math?
Adding, subtracting, fractions.
Great, good enough. Thanks an awful lot.
Welcome.
Hi, and what's your name?
That's fun.
And how do you feel about Kaler School?
It's not comfortable deal, but fun.
What's the best part about Kaler?
There's a lot of good friends with the head care, and I like to play with them.
What's your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Math. Why do you like math the best?
It's just pretty easy.
Very good. Anybody else?
If I ever want to use those words that will mean something to me, I'll know how to use them in sentences. And
great, so you're learning a lot, huh?
yeah, and I learned some of the other words from the book, few of them. But those ones I mostly know what they mean anyways.
Do you think Kaler is a pretty good school?
Yeah.
What do you like? What's so great about Kaler School?
Well, out at recess, we have a big field and everything, and we can play kickball and play baseball because we have a baseball field. We can play soccer sometimes when those nets won't fit. And we can do all kinds of things.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Sandy.
Sandy who?
Nealon.
Sandy Nealon. How do you like Kaler School?
I like it.
You like it? What do you like best about Kaler?
Get to see your friends.
You get to see your friends. Do you have any favorite subjects at school? What's your favorite subject?
Music.
Music. What do you like best about music?
I don't know. I just like it.
Okay. Do they sing some fun songs?
Sometimes.
What's your name?
Dustin Driscoll.
Dustin Driscoll. Dustin, how do you like Kaler School?
It's okay.
It's okay?
Yeah.
Does that mean that it's good or it's bad?
It's good.
It's good. What do you like best about Kaler?
Mrs. Toll.
Mrs. Toll. What's so good about Mrs. Toll?
She's a nice teacher.
She is a very nice teacher. What does she do that's so nice?
She teaches us.
And do you learn too?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing that you do in school?
Math.
Math? What do you like best about math?
I don't know. Just like to do it.
You just like to do it? Is it hard or easy?
Sometimes it's hard.
Sometimes it's hard, but you can do it, huh? All right, good, thank you.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Christina Wilson.
And do you like Kaler School?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing that you like about Kaler?
Mr. Minott.
Mr. Minott. What do you like about Mr. Minott?
He's so nice.
He is, well, thank you. And what's your favorite thing that you like to do at Kaler?
Math.
Math? What's so fun about math?
Adding.
Adding?
And multiplying. All that fun stuff.
Do you find it easy to do, or is it hard?
Sometimes it's both.
Sometimes it's both. What do you do when you come up with a problem you just don't know how to do?
Ask Mrs. School.
And can she help you?
Mm-hmm.
All right, very good. Hi, and what's your name?
Melissa Fields.
Miss Melissa. What are your feelings about Kaler School?
I've only been here for 2 years, but I think it's pretty nice.
What's so nice about Kaler?
The kids here are better, and the teachers are nicer.
And what's your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Math? Why do you like math?
Because it's easier than all the other subjects.
It's easier. What's the easiest part?
Fractions.
Fractions?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. Can't believe that. Hi, and what's your name?
Danny Downs.
Danny Downs. Danny, how do you like Kaler School?
I like it.
What do you like best about Kaler?
I like recess.
Do you like recess? What's so fun about recess?
We don't have to do schoolwork.
You don't have to do schoolwork. What's your favorite thing to do for schoolwork?
Math.
Math? What do you like best about math?
Fractions.
Fractions? Why do you like fractions so well?
Because they're easy.
Okay, very good. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed your tour through Kaler School. As you can see, times have changed since the days when you and I went to school. To me, I think it's for the better, and I think that you will too. In our rooms, they are very language-rich. Children really enjoy learning at the same time that they are there. Thank you for coming with us on a tour through the James Otis Kaler School.